going. Which basically means you kind of need to counter all of them. Yeah, and now I remember, like, the reason we've not been able to counter some of these is because they happen all over the world, right? They don't just happen in the regions that we've uncovered. They occur in all regions of the world. I feel like I've completely stuffed this campaign. Because I should have focused on spreading into every region of the world as quickly as possible, so that I could potentially counter all the dark events, or as many as possible. And that explains why we keep getting our arse kicked, because look at all the stuff they've got. Oh god. I feel like we're on a downward spiral that is not going to stop. Because I've played this very, very badly. Right, in that case, we need to put radio relays in places, which costs 100 supplies.
Setting course for eastern United States.
Seven days gets us an engineer. Not that bothered. 4 days, don't care. 7 days gets us intel.
The outcome of this research can only further our advances, Commander. I foresee a number of valuable applications stemming from this technology. I'll have a report assembled that...
Okay.
Welcome to the fight.
Signals coming through clear.
Alright, making contact with them would cost us 80 intel. Which we have got, so let's do it.
Commander, we've utilized all of our available.
Should have done this so much earlier.
We can't establish any new contacts until
God,
we
it's
upgrade
been
our
so long
systems.
since I played
Looking to
XCOM.
establish local, regional
Yeah, there we go.
contact.
4 days. That's not going to be enough. Apologies guys, I feel like the stream may have dropped for a second there. Approximately 4 minutes ago.
New regional contacts located.
Alright. That's quite enough of his abilities being trained for the time being. Let's see if we can find somebody else to train up. Spearhead squad are all good to go. We'll get damn good ground even though he doesn't particularly need it. But it just might be something useful to have. I mean, he's not going to actively make use of it, but it might be good to have just in the situation where it happens.
I appreciate the new lab facilities, Commander.
Okay, good, we've got a lab. We've got 82 supplies. Go on, put a scientist in there, which will improve the research time. Advent strength in Western Europe is 1. So actually, we probably want to try and do some missions in Western Europe. So their strength down there has jumped up, but let's change that to... yeah, why not? Let's have lots of people recruiting in there. And then in New Mexico, we'll continue with supply for now. $160 intel. Okay. Alright, he's got damn good ground. Cool under pressure is a good one to have, so let's get that. Okay, excellent. A workshop costs 100 supplies. I'm going to put a workshop in there.
Initiated.
And I believe we have a spare one, so we can cut that down to 4 days for that excavation. 5 days and 2 hours is not really good enough. Three days is really not good enough.
I am sure you will find the results to be as intriguing as I do, Commander. I'll see that work
Let's do
begins
basic
immediately,
research because we can't
Commander.
really afford to do anything
I'll contact
else.
you when I have a full report available.
Five days is not great.
Priority message coming through, Commander. Putting it on screen now.
You have made considerable progress against the aliens over the past month, Commander. I hope that your ongoing efforts will only lead to further success.
We'll see.
Avenger plotting new course.
Alright, before we can make contact with anybody else, we need to build some relays. Nope. Resistance comms. I'm actually going to put that down there when I can get it, but I need more power. So if we build this on here, oh, shielded power coil means facility costs no power. Or if we put a power relay on there, it generates a lot more. So let's put a power relay down there. This costs 150 supplies to get resistance comms. We were working over here, weren't we?
Setting course for the Western European Ward.
So fly back to Western Europe. Good. More alien debris cleared. We have 202 supplies. So we can get... Oh, we have insufficient power. Alright. I'm guessing we won't once we build this though. Which will be in 5 days. Two days is not enough. Combat fitness. Gain 4 aim, 1 mobility, 2 HP, 4 will and 4 dodge. I mean, you'd have to be mental not to take that.
Thanks, Commander. The new workshop will do just fine.
So we've built a workshop, which, if we put one engineer in here, it grants 2 staffing gremlins. I don't... Maybe they can't staff... yeah, workshop gremlin. Okay, so they can only do engineer stuff, not scientist stuff. But that's fine.
Power relay now operational.
Alright, let's put one of the scientists, not scientists, engineers in there. So we've got a lot of Avenger power now. We've got up to 38 power. So we're going to put resistance comms in there.
Communications facility construction initiated.
And the workshop gremlin actually helps to build things as well. That's interesting. No.
I do not think I could have predicted this outcome.
Though it is intriguing.
Okay, let's do engineering
I'd assume
research.
you'd make that research a priority, Commander. I'll notify you as soon as the report is available.
Cool, that's that. Steady hands might be a decent one for him, just because it improves his aim and stuff situationally, but given that he's shotgun and a ranger, like, he's much more built for pushing forward.
Resistance communications facility now operational.
So we'll find somebody else to train instead, because that one's not going to be used very often. Okay, workshop gremlin, you can staff that. So we can now make contact with more people. Alright, spearhead squad. Let's have a look at Angel. Heat warheads, not particularly appropriate. Fortify. Activate to grant plus 20 defense until the beginning of the next turn. Does not cost an action and has a 5-turn cooldown. That's pretty good. Let's give her that. Actually, stop doing that. We don't have enough supplies to really do anything else. 4 days is not enough. Okay, we'll view her. Suppression might be useful for her, but in her role as a medic, she's going to be at the back, which is why suppression might be slightly useful. But it's not primarily useful, so we're going to move on and find another soldier to train in the squad.
Commander, we might have to do some cleaning, but we've still got room to grow here. We should consider building some new facilities.
Have we trained him at all? No. He's very much a cover fire specialist, isn't he? So resilience would actually be useful for him, making him harder to crit against, so we'll grab that. Four days is not enough. It's not really enough.
Got an urgent communication coming in for you now, Commander.
I had high hopes for the Resistance under your leadership, Commander, and you have outdone yourself.
Okay. We
Avenger
need to go get
plotting
those.
new course.
Excellent. Next one is suppression. Again, would be useful for him in his role to have that option, but given that he's got the Sentinel ability, which means his Overwatch gets to trigger twice, suppression's probably not an ability we'll use with him particularly frequently. So I'm going to find a different soldier instead to train. Let's try Cutter. They're not fantastic. We'll get Grazing Fire, just because my thinking is she's the one of the main assault people. So by the time she gets up to people, they've probably not got a lot of health left because everybody else should have engaged them at range, which would then mean grazers might be enough to kill them. Alright, we're going to grab these supplies. There we go. And then we are going to go to Western Europe and build a radio relay for 200 supplies. Oh, I was hoping it would be 100.
Setting course for Western Europe.
These findings will likely prove crucial to our ongoing efforts, Commander.
Advent are getting ridiculously strong with their dark events now.
I foresee a number of valuable
We really
applications
should have been
stemming
playing
from
it this way from the
technology.
beginning.
I'll have
We
a
spent
report
too
assembled
long
as soon as the research is complete.
fighting in a small area. 4 days is not good enough. Still haven't picked him up yet, mate. Sapper, your explosives. Nope. Giving her the smoker ability might be useful for her, though.
Reading you loud and clear.
Okay. 80 intel. We do not have the intel that we need. That mission would give us intel. 6-day... Alright, let's at least have a look at this one, because we do need intel. We'll be looking at sending Spearhead Squad minus Leah, because she's not available. She's in training. That's 7 days and 20 hours, so that's already way over. No, I don't particularly fancy that. Suppression's not going to be useful for her, so we need to find somebody else. So going back to here, squad management. We'll look at mouth next, I think. Sprinter, gain 1 mobility. Okay. Defensive. Learn officer and AWC abilities in half the time. Well, that's definitely worth picking up, because if we're going to train him with anything else, at least he'll be quicker about it. Six days, 17 hours for intel. Yeah. We're not really going to be able to do that. 3 days. Not enough. 10 days. Free captured rebels. 4 rookies and a resistance personnel. And 10 days is enough time for a good infiltration, so that's probably worth doing. Right, we are without Mouth because he is training. Let's tag Doc along and hope that she can gain some experience to get her medical buffs up. So we have 2 medics in the team, we have a sniper, 2 grenadiers and 3 rangers. And we have enough time to infiltrate fully. Well, I guess we're going for it then.
Sky Ranger deployed. We're in the pipe. 5x5.
There we go, Mouth's actually completed that. Ghost Walker's not particularly helpful, but his squad have gone without him anyway, so we might as well give him the Sprinter one. Yeah, I don't think so. Alright, what's he got? Iron Curtain. Spectral shot that does half damage but reduces target mobility for the following 2 turns. Cone-based attack with primary weapon. I'm gonna get it, mostly because it only takes 3 days and his squad's already gone without him. You're getting stream lag, son. Not sure why that is. Ghostwalker's not particularly helpful, but his squad have gone without him. The stream is quite far behind. "5 days. Intel. No thanks."
I have made a number of interesting discoveries, Commander.
I'll see that
Get
work
some more
begins
basic
immediately,
research.
Commander. I'll contact you when I have a full report available.
Actually, I think I saw at some point that we had people available to recruit. We do! 3! Samuel Porter, Tim Price and Ann Richard.
The Advent propaganda machine is running full steam. We're picking up their transmissions even way out in the middle of nowhere.
Tim Price has 69 aim, which is tied best with Samuel Porter. He has 5 defense, which admittedly is not as good as Ann Richards, but it's far better than Samuel Porter's. He has 4 HP, which is middle ground. He has 14 movement, which is halfway decent, but it's not as fast as Ann Richard. He has 23 willpower, which is tied with Samuel Porter, but not as good as Ann Richard. 9 hacking ability, 2 dodge, where the other 2 have minus dodge. And his psionic ability is pretty low. He might actually be a good candidate to recruit and put him into GTS training for a class. Reasonably good dodge. Let's do it. Let's get Tim Price. We'll go to the Guerrilla Tactics School and we'll train Tim Price. I feel like he might work well as an assault class. We don't have very many of them, so... Okay, view. His last one is Death from Above, which is probably not going to be particularly applicable to him, so what I'm going to do is see if anybody in any of the other squads and stuff is... Like, what's Doreen looking like? How's Mac looking? Covering fire. She is a gunner, so covering fire is actually pretty damn good.
Incoming message for you, Commander. Patching it through to your quarters now.
You have made considerable progress against the aliens over the past month, Commander. I
Don't
hope
feel
that
like
your
we have.
ongoing efforts will only lead to further success.
Let's go
Avenger
grab
plotting
those
new
supplies.
course.
Alright, what's she unlocked with that? Resilience. Yep, that's definitely a good one. So we've now got 220 supplies. I think we do need to construct a proving ground, but I don't think it needs to be next to the workshop because we don't need gremlins there. At least that's the way I think. I don't think we need gremlins there. So we'll build that there.
Construction initiated.
That will save for a potential another workshop so gremlins can staff. Actually, that's probably better because gremlins can staff those two. If we do that, they can staff those two. But either way, this is not going to be a workshop. Actually, it looks like you can only build one workshop. Okay. So in that case, we'll save that slot for another resistance comms then. And we'll put the Scilab in there.
Initiated.
Advent strength is moving to Western Europe.
Setting course for Sector 7, Western Europe.
Alright, 108% infiltrated. View squad. I think we've kind of got to try this one, so Operation Amber Spear. Advent surveillance area in Liverpool. I saw an Archon silhouette, which is not good. First time we'll face an Archon in this campaign. Alright, so the prisoners are being held over here. This wall's probably a good way to get ourselves in, which means this rooftop is going to be useful. Got 20 turns to extract. Hopefully that doesn't count down while we're still concealed.
On my way. confirmed. Moving out. Hostiles making the rounds.
Oh yay. That didn't take long. Alright. Where is Scope? He's there. Unfortunately, he's not on cover. So I can't move him and put him on Overwatch, so I'm just going to have to put him on Long Watch where he is. Scar... We will move down to there.
I'm on it.
War Dog will move to there.
On Overwatch.
Trish has actually got Phantom, so she won't be revealed at the same time as everybody else. So we'll move her up to there.
Got it covered.
Uh-oh. Damn it.
We're visible here.
There was a flipping civvy by the car. This is really not good.
It's still moving.
Alright, now we've basically got to 20 turns to do this mission.
Deflection. Head now. Got it covered.
Cutter has a shotgun, so she really needs to start closing in on them.
Orders confirmed. On the move. Come get some.
She could do aid protocol. Can she do it on somebody else? I think the one that really is going to need it is Angel, because she's furthest forward and the lowest rank. So let's have Doc give Angel some extra defense with aid protocol.
It's still up.
Damn it. It's going to stun her.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Nice. Still alive though. God damn it. That was a graze and it did 4 damage. Alright. Heth shreds armor. Although actually, I can't get that far. %78 chance, let's take it. Well, that got rid of the area suppression.
Impressed yet?
And no, he doesn't have death from above, so 66%. Well, he hit it, but it's not dead.
Deflection.
63%. Good, that's that dead.
Target down.
Advent First Sergeant. Right, hang on. He does a minimum of 4 damage, which would take that down to lose 3 hit points. And if Trish did it, if she also hit and it already had 3 off, she would do another 3. Jesus Christ. That guy's tough. Gonna have Scar reload and go on Overwatch because I don't know if moving him is really gonna help. I'm gonna put Trish on Overwatch as well. So you're going to move Bromhead out that way. And Cutter, we are going to pull back as far as we can.
Moving out.
Because she is not looking great. So he's going to take a shot at Scar. Right. Scope has to reload. And then he can't use his sniper after he's reloaded, so best thing we can do we'll move him forward until he's actually into cover. Push Hethro forward. Don't really want to waste grenades on this dude, but we might need to. But if we blow up the vehicle, it should do some extra damage to him. So. There we go. That's weakened him quite significantly. At max damage, Brom would kill him. At minimum damage, he won't. But that's okay. Because Trish can also come and do it. And at minimum damage, Trish will finish it off. So she just has to hit on a 57% chance. And she does. Alright, so now we'll push Scar up, because there's no sense in him not moving. We will also push Doc forward.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Leah, we will reload at the back.
I'm ready.
And we'll just put her on Overwatch just in case. Alright. So our exfil is on that roof. But this is the wall we want to go through. So we really want to be up on this roof. We've got 17 turns left. We should really move from the back. So I'm going to move Hethro up to there.
On Overwatch.
Doc's going to move to where Angel is, so we'll move Angel up to there.
I'll go. Moving to position. Come get some.
Nope, 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 nope. Actually, we're going to put Scope on Long Watch where he is.
I'm on it.
Scar's a bit more of a risk. Leah, we're going to move a little bit further forward. She's not really going to be close enough to help, but I want to keep her in Overwatch more if anything surprises her than to support the rest of the squad. Scar will push up to there.
Moving to Overwatch.
Right, Trish will move to this tree. So we can see a little bit more around that corner.
On Overwatch.
And then Wardog will actually move all the way up to that bit of the roof. Okay, so he's looking okay for now. I can definitely hear a mech. Alright. So again, moving from the back but skipping Leah because she's injured. Put Scope on Long Watch, even though I'm not sure he'll be close enough to see anything. We'll move Hethro up first. Doc's going to occupy Angel space again. And Angel may be occupying Scar's old space, so we'll move Scar to there. Nope, she can't quite get to his old spot. So we'll move her to there instead.
Moving to Overwatch.
And Doc to her space.
I'm on the move. Got it covered. Moving to Overwatch.
Alright. Trish is going to occupy Wardog's space, so he's going to move up to the roof, which means he's going to push that civilian again.
Here I come.
On the move.
Scanning.
Moving to Overwatch. Shh. I think I heard something.
Okay, this is where we start taking the opportunity to stack. So we're going to actually fortify the front instead now.
Come get some.
And we're going to start pushing
I'm trusting you
everybody
here.
else. We're going to sort of fold everybody else in on them.
Overwatch.
Rolling.
Good copy. Moving on target. Closing on target position now.
On Overwatch.
Scope. I'm actually going to move
go.
forward. Now that was not where I wanted Doc to end up.
Affirmative. Covering now. Enemy movement ahead.
Okay, so Angel can hear them directly through that building. Reinforcements are imminent, which is not fantastic. I'm going to keep Wardog where he's at. We're going to keep Trish where she's at. We're going to keep... Well, actually... No, we're going to push Scar up. because we're going to move Hethro into Scar's spot.
Affirmative. Covering now. Position confirmed. Moving to Overwatch.
We're then going to move Doc into the position that I wanted to put her in.
Moving to Overwatch.
We're going to keep Angel where she is. We're actually going to... No, we're not going to keep Cutter where she is. We're going to move Cutter up to there.
Double time.
And we're going to move Scope up to the roof.
Good to go.
Because we need to get him on the high ground for most of his abilities and the line of sight.
I don't think we're alone out here.
Okay, they seem to be maneuvering around this building. We've got 13 turns left, which is not a lot. We potentially need to be a little bit more bold than we have been. I need to see what's down here. So we'll move Scar to here. Oh, great.
The aliens may have cleaned up the design, but these monsters are no better than the ones my father dealt with.
So that's what I was worried about, is that we would move and end up spotting another patrol, which is exactly what's happened. That's apparently a Narja, whatever the hell that is. 58% chance is fairly good. I'm gonna take it. Didn't go well.
Negative damage.
Alright, I'm going to put Scope on Long Watch because I'm going to assume that whatever...
I'm on it.
Because the Archon's going to want to get pretty close to us. I'm also going to put Bromhead on Overwatch. I'm going to push Trish up to the top of the roof. And put her on Overwatch. Move Hethro into her old position. Put him on Overwatch. Move Angel into his and Doc into hers. Cutter will just... there are reinforcements inbound. Which is a bit of a concern. So I'm actually going to move... No, I'm not. She's going to have to stay where she is.
Overwatch. Affirmative. Covering now.
So he's doing Blazing Pinions. Which somehow nobody got an Overwatch on, despite the fact that he had to move all that distance. That was not good. Alright, so anywhere where these orange beams are, there's going to be a massive explosion on the next turn. He's got a 40% chance of hitting. Which I think we just have to take. Grazed it.
Barely a hit.
We kind of desperately need to bring that thing down. Mostly because it's got a really nasty melee attack as well. I thought she could slash the flipping Archon then. I was going to say, how's she doing that? Good God.
Hardly did anything.
Really? Alright. I don't want Scar to stay where that Narja can hit him. But at the same time, like, cover against that thing is not going to help him very much. Because he doesn't have cover. Oh my God. We've done so little damage. Alright, can get her up to there, can get Doc up to there. Can get, okay, so Angel's gonna go up first, she's gonna move up to there.
Say so.
Oh, such poor damage rolls. Alright, Doc's gonna go second. She will be able to see it from there, but she won't be in cover from anything, but I don't think that's gonna matter very much.
Use some ammo over here.
Alright, Cutter's the last one. Trying to see if she can see this thing from where I'm trying to move her to. But that's not particularly easy to do when this thing's so stupidly high up. She can.
Confirmed.
%. Oh! So basically the whole squad shot at it and it survived. A civilian was killed. That's who that was. And he can do whatever he wants because nobody's on Overwatch, which means Leah's going to take a melee attack, so she's going to die. Ah. Alright. Het's gonna reload, and at point blank range just try and smash this thing. 38%, are you kidding? My God.
It's down. Could be something on this one.
Alright, Scar's only got 2 health, so he kinda needs to leave anyway. But we need to know that it's clear to move to the
I'm on it.
to the evac. Definitely looks okay for now.
Overwatch.
Affirmative. Covering now. Moving to Overwatch.
Scar's the only one we've got left. Okay. So Scar is going to move down to where I think Leah is.
On the
He
move.
will also grab that loot on the way, which will be handy.
Target packet secured.
We'll pick her up
I've got the package.
and then head back up to the roof.
I'm on it.
Didn't expect he'd shoot that from there with a shotgun, but
Adjusting aim.
Okay, she's got 2 turns left. He can get reasonably far in one move. I'm going to have to take a massive gamble because I need to know that roof's clear before he gets up there. So we're going to send Trish over there. And it is.
Good to go.
I actually forgot that Doc could stabilize people. And actually, so can Angel. Which probably would have been a bit smarter, but... %55% is pretty good.
Come get some.
Got a 100% chance of hitting that with a slash. It's 55. She can't see it. She can't see it. Doc could see it from there though. 42%. It's worth a shot. Okay, she damaged it. That's good.
Get in the water here.
In that case, we'll move Angel up to here.
That'll be okay.
Put her on Overwatch. Likewise, we'll move... Actually... Does a minimum of 4 damage, so there's a chance it won't do enough damage to kill it. Which, knowing my luck, it won't, but... 63% chance. That's worth taking actually before we send Bromhead. Okay, there we go. So Hethro managed to kill it.
Nailed him. What do we got here?
So we'll push him forward.
Scanning.
They're bringing in reinforcements.
Okay, their reinforcements are coming on this turn. Scar can actually make that though, so what we'll do is I'm actually going to sprint Trish back towards the rest of the team because Scar and Leah are going to be gone at the end of their turn anyway. Oh, apparently Trish got spotted by something.
Advent forces on the ground.
Oh, poo! Well, you definitely need to leave, buddy.
No need to ask twice.
Okay.
Ready to boogie.
So Scar is safe, and so is, or Leah should be. We have 9 turns until forced retreat.
Got it covered.
I'm not actually sure that we are doing a good job here.
Come get some.
Let's do this. Overwatch.
Killing time. On Overwatch.
Need to open that wall up. And we didn't. God, the reinforcements are here as well.
Advent troop spotted.
Okay, they're on the roof of the place we're trying to go to.
Target's still up.
It hit the plane.
Shifting their attack.
He's gonna give them shields.
Hard target. Minimal damage.
Uh-oh. God damn it.
Like this.
Menace 1-5, be advised, hostile interceptors are inbound on your current position. Firebrand has a limited window to provide extraction.
Ready to rock. Moving to Overwatch. Confirmed.
How is there not a flanking bonus? There's literally nothing between the two of them.
Scanning.
God damn it.
Heading out.
Hamburger Boy 13, thank you for the follow, buddy. Appreciate that so much. Welcome to the doghouse.
Scanning. What's over there? Moving to Overwatch.
Let's move already. Affirmative. Covering now.
Okay, good. That's the Lancer dead.
Get it
Hard
together.
target.
Oh,
Minimal
no.
damage. Things. Get me out of here! Please!
Oh my god. Yay, Angel's hurt.
Help! No! Damn it! No!
Incoming fire!
Oh my god. This is not going well at all.
I'm on it. I'm ready.
This mission may be the end of this XCOM Let's Play, because I think we're going to end up squad wiping, and if we lose this many people, I don't know how the hell we're going to recover. I've played this wrong from the start. He's got Overwatch. How have you only got a 19% chance to hit him? High cover? Are you serious? I feel like that's not correct though.
Roger that.
Alright, let's trigger his Overwatch. He's still got high cover. That's not right though! The high cover's from that angle! How is it from there? That makes no sense.
Overwatch. Feels so good.
Oh my god. Yeah, there's Scope dead. Ooh.
Taking fire over here.
From head dead.
I'm hit.
I think it's just taking the mick now.
I'm alright.
Enemy reinforcements are imminent.
Moving to designated position.
He's still supposedly got high cover. That's ridiculous.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Alright, well. I don't know how any of this works now. Doc needs to... Well, who is it? Trish is dead because Doc can't get to her, and neither can Angel now.
Headed there now. Affirmative. Covering now.
There goes scope.
There's heavy fire in this zone.
I'll get him next time.
There we go. He was killed.
Tell my kids, son. That's affirmative.
Really? Oh my god! Wow. Well, this is gonna be the final chapter, guys. There is absolutely no way we can recover from this. Mech Archer. I don't think I've ever played Long War to this point before, because I've never seen a Mech Archer before. I've never seen an Advent First Sergeant before. I thought I'd played Long War. I knew I'd never finished a Long War, but I thought I'd played it for a bit longer than I clearly have done.
Scanning. I only scratched him. I can't move. I'm all right.
Wow, they just do, wow. They do so much damage.
Enemies moving on our position.
There is absolutely nothing we can do.
You can't handle me. Got some advent here.
Menace 1-5, hostile interceptors are on high-speed approach. Your window for extraction is closing.
No need to ask twice.
Jesus Christ, from that distance, 9 damage.
Commander, we failed in our mission. We'll need to review our tactics and improve going forward.
Alright. I'm gonna take a look at what we've got left in the recruit pool, but I'm thinking that this is gonna be where we call this campaign to an end. Mostly because I've completely forgotten how to play XCOM, and especially Long War 2. I've been caught off guard by stacking dark events and classes I wasn't prepared for and all sorts of malarkey. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to double check the barracks, but I think we'll call it off here and we'll start a new one shortly. and I'll try and play it better. We'll try and learn from the mistakes of the past, of which there have been many. Because it is, like, XCOM's one of those games where, technically speaking, you can continue to play it after you have almost definitely lost. Like, there's... Unless you lose every single XCOM soldier you have, the game isn't going to say you have failed. Alright, let's have a look at how many troops we've got. We've got enough to form a squad in theory, but I think at this point, with the amount of dark events that are stacked against us, if we go and have a look at them, just look at that, and none of those are going to go away. The enemy does a ridiculous amount of damage. They're really hard to hit, mostly because of all of this stuff, I think. I mean, so many enemies gain the shredder ability, giving their weapons the ability to shred armor with each hit. I don't know which enemies that is, but that basically means having armor is not really that helpful for us. Stun Lancers gain the Infighter ability, which grants bonus dodge against nearby enemies. Alright, that one on its own is not too bad, just means Stun Lancers are a bit harder to hit. Advent deploys advanced exoskeletons. I assume that means, like, the Mech Archer. I don't know what it means, but it sounds like it would mean things like the Mech Archer. Maybe if we'd stopped that, they wouldn't have a mech that just continually launches grenade barrages at us. Some enemies gain Tactical Sense, giving them bonus defense, so it makes them harder to hit. Field tougher combat units with bonus hit points, so they're harder to kill. Gain the aggression ability, granting them bonus critical chances, meaning way easier to kill. Robotic units gain the Iron Skin ability, granting them damage reduction against melee attacks. That one in of itself, not super bad, because I wouldn't try and take on a mechanical enemy in melee anyway, but... Veteran units, the aliens deploy experienced combat units with bonus aim, so they can hit us easier. Alien forces field improved combat units with a bonus hit point, so again they're even harder to kill. They gain bonus armor when they're in cover, which they almost always will be in cover, so they're harder to kill. Hacking one doesn't really bother me in itself. Combat awareness ability, granting them bonus defense and armor when they're in Overwatch, so if they're in Overwatch they're harder to kill. And units, field units that are tougher to hit in battle, so again they're harder to kill. Almost all of these mean they're harder to kill. Now, that doesn't mean that I don't want to, like, I'm not going to turn them off, if there is even a way to do that, but I just feel this campaign, because I didn't realise that Dark Events stacked in Long War 2, I don't know why, I've not played XCOM in a year, and probably not played Long War in maybe slightly longer, and just completely forgot that Dark Events stacked in Long War. They do not stack in the base of XCOM, which is what I was thinking. So every time they popped up and I was like, oh, Dark Events, that's bad. Ah well, we'll deal with it. Because if they've only got 1 or 2 a month, or even 3 in a month, you can still deal with them, because you can actively counter what they are, right? So like if they've got one where it's like, I don't know, they granted them bonus defense and armor when in Overwatch, you don't shoot them if they're in Overwatch. You throw a flashbang at them, break their Overwatch, and then shoot them because they've lost their bonus defense and armor. But if that stacks with everything else, it just makes it impossible. Not to mention, like, we haven't got the tech. I didn't even realize that in Long War you need to individually manufacture armor and weapons as opposed to just unlocking them, and we didn't spread around the globe fast enough, so I also forgot that Dark Events, like the missions where you can stop Dark Events, crop up like everywhere even if you aren't there. So I think what we will do here is we're going to call this the end of our first XCOM 2 Long War campaign, guys. I apologise that it has gone awfully bad and we've lost. But I don't see this being recoverable. Certainly not with where I'm at with XCOM right now. I was never amazing at it, but I've clearly lost even some of the skill that I did have. So, yeah, we're going to end XCOM here. And we will pick up another XCOM 2 Long War campaign, maybe even next week. Maybe we'll just restart one.
You've done a hell of a job keeping this ship together, Doctor.
It's all we've got. And I know the aliens aren't happy about losing one of their own.
I doubt they thought anyone could get this heap airborne again.
I love that these two are just chattering on like we haven't completely lost the war. So, I will save the game, mostly for posterity's sake. Where's it gone? Twitch Long War. Save. There we go. And we are going to call it an end to this stream and to this campaign, guys. Appreciate you all tuning in. Appreciate the follows and the chat. HamburgerBoy13, thank you for the follow, mate. And we'll see you all soon. We will do some more XCOM 2 Long War. We'll start a new campaign and hopefully we'll do that one better. We will learn from our mistakes. Thank you guys for tuning in. See you soon.